Hi, I'm Cecen McNeil, a writer filmmaker. Welcome back to my vlog. Real quick, here are 5 tips for dealing with anxiety. In this world today, there's just too much to give you anxiety, especially with our generation. There's no money, there's no jobs, there's a bunch of things. So here are just some free, easy ways to deal with whatever anxieties or whatever things that is causing you anxiety at the moment. These are tips that have helped me in the past and actually still help me every day. So I hope they help you too. Tip number 1, listen to music. Honestly, listen to music that boosts your soul, listen to music that gives you energy, and frankly, sometimes even listen to those sad, depressing ballads like, is there anyone listening out there? You know what? Like, listen to that. Or one of my favorites, I've been drinking more alcohol. You know the one. That song gets me every time. So, yeah. So even if it's one of those, just listen to it, because sometimes even absorbing all that sadness, then it releases the pressure somehow, and then once you've let it out, then you're free, at least for the time being. Number 2, breathe. And remember, it's never as bad as you think. And what you can also do in that moment while you're breathing, remember past times when you thought, oh, this is the end, I am dying this moment, and then you didn't die, and somehow it wasn't the end of the world even then. Just remember that anxiety makes things larger than life. It makes things so overwhelming and makes it all crazy. But lie down, just breathe, and you analyze the situation and see that it's actually not that big a deal. There's always a way out of everything. 3, watch a comedy, laugh. Like, just do anything that makes you laugh, because laughing releases endorphins and just somehow makes you happy. And when you're too busy being happy and laughing at nonsense stuff, you will see that the anxiety is gone, at least for the time being. Number 4, do something out of your ordinary, something fun. Even if it's something as stupid as, maybe this is the route you always take home from work, take this other route today and see where that road takes you. Maybe you'll be hopelessly lost, or maybe your brain will start going into overdrive as you're trying to figure out how to connect the roads. Somehow, while you're just busy doing that, what this does is that it stops whatever train of thought, whatever negativity is happening. It just stops it right there, and it kickstarts or jump starts another, I don't know, pathway in your brain. I'm not a scientist, I'm not saying it's scientific, but I've noticed that if I merely just do something I would never do, even if it's, oh, I'm eating, so I'm gonna eat with my left hand now, like, then that just somehow, just for the time being, changes your worldview, and then you won't be thinking about your anxiety. You're just thinking about the nonsense you're doing. And number 5, this helps me personally, leave it to God. Like, what I do is I have something called a God box. It's like a box, so it can be like a tissue paper box that it's finished. I just write God box on it. And when I can't deal with anything, I write a letter and I put it in the God box. And now it's not my problem anymore. It's God's problem. So that, for me, that I'm a visual person, so that helps me. I'm like, all right, it's in the God box. It's not my problem anymore. I don't have to worry about it, especially when it's things I literally cannot do anything about it. It's in the God box now. It's God's problem, out of my hands. I'm free. That helps me, and honestly, it will help you too. Leaving things to a higher power just somehow just releases. And I know for people that don't believe in God, I don't know how you do it, y'all. I really don't know. But for me, this really helps me. I hope these tips were helpful. There was a time when anxiety really crippled me. I would wake up in the middle of the night with heart palpitations. It was very, very bad. But since over the years, I've had a handle on things. I have ways of dealing with it, and I just shared some of my tips, and I hope it helps you too in your moment of need. So yeah, drop a like, subscribe if you haven't, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember, if there are other topics you want me to cover, let me know. I will. See you in the next vlog.